Good morning. Welcome everyone. Thank you for spending time with us this morning. If you are joining us for the first time, I am Melissa at the Wool and the Floss in Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan. We are a creative escape for all stitchers. Liz, did you remember to put your phone on Do Not Disturb?
Yes, but Instagram messages come through.
Just want to make
Instagram.
sure. I thought so, but always worth a double check.
And you get the same ones because we're both be logged in.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, it's all good. So thank you for joining us. I feel like I've had a really busy week and I've only been in the shop one day, but we had a very fun day yesterday with my friend Darby from Darby House Designs, and we will talk about that in a minute. And I was in Florida last weekend to do some estate work, etc., with my husband for his mother's estate. So we're checking some of the boxes and, getting real life done. But more importantly, in my personal life, I get to go to Chicago this weekend to help. I shouldn't say help. I'll probably just be quietly in the background to participate in the wedding dress shopping for Alexis, my son's fiance. So I was so flattered to be asked. And Kaylee is also coming. So Kaylee is also newly engaged. So it'll be a little precursor for her. We also honestly had an immigration attorney meeting last Wednesday. So last Friday, excuse me, I'm getting my days screwed up. So, we're just making progress on that front. She's marrying a Canadian. I don't know if all of you are aware of that. So it's a little tricky, but we're getting through the process with her. So yeah, wedding dress shopping will be very, very fun. And I'm also staying at a very good friend's apartment in Chicago, which is very, very generous of her to share that with me. And she knows who she is. So thank you. Oh, and I see, I can't see, Leslie will be in Chicago for the marathon. You and I were in Chicago together last year for the marathon and didn't see each other. I can't believe I know why you go 2 years in a row. Leslie does tireless fundraising for the
Angelman's.
Yeah, I was trying to remember if it had a bigger, like the Angelman's Foundation. Okay, I didn't know if it
the Angelman Syndrome Foundation, but it's Angelman's for sure.
That part I remembered because I read that fantastic book. And anyway, so Leslie is always there raising funds for Angelman's, and she just has the hugest heart. So I wish I would get to see you, but I know you'll be busy and I will be busy, but we'll maybe wave to each other from the skies. So, yeah, ridiculously, I am flying. It's a very short flight, but it's like dealing with a car in Chicago. I just didn't wanna. But now, have you guys been listening to the news? Because I haven't listened lately. What's the air traffic control situation? Is my flight gonna get canceled? I was hearing about that. Hopefully, no flight cancellations. Otherwise, I said to my husband, well, I guess I've gassed up the car. I'm prepared to drive if I have to. So in any event, enough about my personal life. Although I'll bring in one more thing. Then the next weekend I am also out of town, but this relates to all of you. The following weekend is market. So I will leave. Oh, Lisa Potter saying to drive. Poor Lisa's flight was recently canceled. So I understand that. So the next weekend is Industry Market, Autumn Needlepoint Reunion. I will be leaving on Friday to meet up with my good friend and business partner, Amy Poor, to set up our first wholesale booth, Melissa Loves Needlepoint. If you are not following us on Instagram, give us a follow. My marketing gal, Rebecca, is doing a fantastic job of sharing sneak peeks, et cetera, et cetera. So, follow along there. So I leave Wednesday, and then my crew of fantastic flossettes arrives en masse on Thursday night, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, shop. Put product on the website. Rebecca will be posting when we have drops. So be ready. There's so many great new designs out there. We're doing a lot of sneak peeks on the Wool and the Floss of all the designers. I knew I was going to get hot, so here we go. It was 42 degrees when I was on my way to work today. 42 degrees. What?
Fall is here.
I know. I should love it, but I don't. Yeah, so bottom line is we have pre-orders out there. We have a link in our bio. On the front page of our website, there's a spot for you to place market orders. So if you see something you would like, please just hop on over to that form. Know that we will get it for you. And what it is whatever you want. It doesn't need to be a brand new canvas. It might be, oh gosh, I really wish I had gotten the blah, blah, blah canvas that's been around for a couple years. Most vendors bring a full line of their inventory. So some of the bigger vendors, not me, because I'm a little tiny girl, little tiny line, they will only bring their new releases, but most vendors bring everything. So let us know if we can get you something old, something new, something in between. And because we will have 5 of us there, one of us, most likely either Liz or Kelly, will be 100% focused on grabbing up all the special orders. So even if you see those drop on our website and you think, why is it on the website? I ordered that. Chances are we're making it available to everyone. So don't be panicked if you think that we've forgotten you. I promise we haven't. Someone is asking about the beautiful bird canvas behind us. Isn't that so pretty? We currently have the Colors of Praise trunk show in the building. I believe Bryn did the wall. Did Bryn do the wall this week? Anyone know?
Yeah.
Okay, good job, Bryn. It looks great.
So.
We also have these lovely velvet bags. I gotta talk about these bags for a minute because I think they're fantastic. These are kind of like, if you always wanted an Anna clutch, but either didn't want to pull the trigger because it wasn't quite the right combination or whatever, this price point is also very nice, $51. Just this cute little velvet pouch. We have these in a few colors, and so she kind of lined up some Colors of Praise things to go along with it, which I think is fantastic. So Colors of Praise trunk show is on our website. Everything is 20% off. Do we have any of the Colors of Praise butterflies? I bet we do, Leslie. All you have to do is hop on the website at whatever point in time and go to the Colors of Praise trunk show, and everything is there. If you have a particular one you want, send us an email. If you want to give one of us a call later on today, and we can walk you through what's here. So we're happy to help. But speaking of people who are here, I haven't talked about that. Liz is moderating today. Annie is back from her camping trip in Pennsylvania, where she's proudly displaying her Go Eagles spirit wear today.
Play tonight, that's why.
They play tonight, okay.
Short week.
And
Short week.
I'm embarrassed to ask, do the Tigers play tonight again?
No,
Friday.
Tomorrow.
Friday,
They won.
But we have to wait to hear about the dang Yankees for our game time.
Oh,
Yankees.
That's annoying. My mom was on cloud 9 yesterday. When I was driving to her house, the Tigers were losing, and then all of a sudden they were winning, and it was amazing. So lots of fun sports stuff going on these days. I think that's why Liz loves fall so much, because
Definitely.
it's all sports all the time.
It's my season. It's
okay.
Gilmore Girls season. Everything.
Emily is also here. It's Halloween season too. Speaking of, Tuesday, 9 a.m. Will be the Spooktacular. Kelly said this morning something like, well, I hope it goes well. And I said, first of all, you two are going to knock it out of the park. Second of all, I've done too much planning for this for us to not have it go great. So they make Halloween more fun than anyone else in the world. So join us for the Spooktacular Tuesday at 9 a.m.
I just ordered another accessory for my costume.
A mini shout out. We will acknowledge people, but we have gotten a couple cute things from
Yes.
people to accessorize the Spooktacular. Customers sent us some lovely things, but we definitely will acknowledge them.
And I think even the
Spooktacular.
one that came yesterday was like a bunch, right? Not just for
Wait,
you two,
more?
for like the
I
whole
gotta show
staff.
you.
For
I
the
was
whole
a-
staff.
I was accused of using Melissa's credit card to buy Halloween swag, but it was a gift.
I was like, what is
She
this?
was giving me the look like you're rounded.
Well,
How dare you?
Bryn brought back this Amazon box and said, this all arrived. And I'm like, what's that?
It's on your
Anyways,
desk.
it was a very, very thoughtful gift from a lovely, lovely customer. And yes, so in any event, I'm still not getting through who's here.
Sorry.
Emily's also here. Kelly's also here. Laura's here. Karen's here. Julie's here. Sabrina's here. Kaylee will be here this afternoon. Anybody I've forgotten? I don't think so. So yay. And you guys are probably like, just get on with the needlepoint, woman. Okay, we have some finishing as always. I will, besides what's on our wall for Colors of Praise, I have a bunch of trunk show highlights to show you. The Colors of Praise trunk show will be here through October 22nd. So check it out while it's here. Saving 20% off, especially on some of the large Colors of Praise pieces, makes so much sense. Marie is just an unbelievable artist, and yeah. As a matter of fact, I am wearing, do you see my cute belt? This is, I'm trying to back up for YouTube. Let's see if I can back up and not fall over. That would be like an internet blooper, right? So I'm wearing my Colors of Praise belt. I brought in actually a bunch of my belts, so we'll talk about those too. Some great new accessories, and of course some new canvases. So first of all, this is done by our sweet Char, our local legend. And I believe this is for her nephew?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
So this is the plum stitchery stocking. It's kind of a mini, it's a smaller stocking. A mini stocking to me is really more ornament size. So you can tell from my hand, actually, I could actually measure.
It's like 12 inches, it's like right in there.
So yeah, it's about a 12-inch stocking, 5 inches across the top. Super sweet. I love Plum Stitchery's designs, of course, very classic Joanna. And Char stitched this all beautifully in basket weave. Looks so traditional, classic blue velvet. But the really cute little add-on was for the garland. She sewed on these little felted wool poms that we have in the shop, and it looks absolutely darling. So Jackson's a lucky little boy. So there we go. So that's here for Joanna. Also here for our friend Sue is a brick. This is a true brick. Sometimes we have brick covers that people want to use more as a decorative accessory rather than a door stop. That's the word, door stop. And so she has completed this fantastic hydrangea East Coast beautiful 13 mesh brick. So most brick covers are designed so they come together and they're just seamed, as you can see right down the side. And then our finish always add fabric to the bottom. I add cording to the side to kind of hide that join. And this is a true brick in side. This beautiful piece. I don't have this brick cover in the building. I do have a number of brick covers from the Colors of Praise trunk show. So let me set this aside. These are all on 13 mesh. Yes. So there's just a classic, simple leopard print center. Again, these are 20% off because the trunk show is in the building. This is black and white, but guess what? You could change it to any dark color along with any lighter color. Color swaps are always okay, always encouraged. You just need the right weight thread. A little hard to change, you know, this dark black to maybe a light pink, but if you had maybe planet or silk, it might work. And then a couple that have animals incorporated. Maria is really known for her animals. So here is the elephant brick cover, and last but not least, again, the eternal question for me, alligator or crocodile? I don't know. He's purple and blue, so, you know, you take your pick. These colors are fantastic. So that is what we've got in brick cover land. If you are new to us, do you have to stitch turn rows on a brick? That is an excellent question, Heather. The answer, ironically, is absolutely, positively not. And the reason I say that is because this is designed so when these two pieces are folded, see if I can do this down that way and down that way, they meet up perfectly. So if you add any extra rows, it completely monkeys with the finishing process. So I really appreciate that question, but the answer is don't. Any three-dimensional object, we're going to talk about some cheeses later. Anything that's designed to be finished in a three-dimensional manner, don't ever add turn rows. But awesome question. So thank you, Heather. Heather was here last weekend for a retreat with her aunt. We had the best time with them. It wasn't last weekend, it was last week. And that brings up a good point. We will be having our large spring retreat that we have every year at our Lakeside location, our 66-person retreat. It will be March 6th through the 8th. It is by lottery. However, spoiler alert, there are 2 other big lotteries, one right before me and one right after me. So even though it is by lottery, it is much more likely, I'm guessing, statistically speaking, that if you join, you will get in. So apparently I picked a very popular time of year. All of us in the industry are trying to have our retreats so it's not on top of spring market. So that's that. So March 6th to the 8th, mark your calendar. We will roll out the lottery. What did we say? The 30th of October, we're rolling out the lottery. So the retreat is basically 3 days. The first day is stop into the shop, meet and greet, Detroit style dinner at the shop, kind of just a big party day. And then Saturday and Sunday are lakeside stitching at our lakeside retreat. Did I mention it's by the lake? We love our retreat space. If you haven't seen it, check out our events page. You'll see some pictures of it from past years. And it includes your lunches. We have 5 on-site guest vendors. Everything is 20% off, and that 20% off is exclusive to the retreat attendees.
So are the vendors. The little truck shows, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we have a swag bag, treats, snacks, endless bonding. It's a fantastic weekend. So $395 is the price tag for that. If you want to kind of do some pre-homework, if you look on our website, you will see on our events page there's an area like planning your visit, and it throws out different places you can stay. If you're flying, you'll want to come into DTW, not DFW, that will take you to Texas. DTW takes you to Detroit. We only have one airport here that's fairly local. And it's about a 30-minute drive from the airport to here. And Nancy's so sweet. She's saying nicest swag ever. Nancy brought her husband to the last retreat. I think it was the last retreat. Sometimes the times get confused in my head. And the best part was they loved Detroit. I think Detroit is very much an underrated city, and there's so much fantastic things to do for maybe your life partner who might want to join you, but of course isn't a stitcher. So I know that they had a great time together, so we appreciate that. Okay, back to finishing. Sorry, sidetracked. What else is new? We have pillows galore. Oh, we have a bunch of things here for Katie. This piece is very exciting because I think, I'm not 100% positive. I think that we helped her with this with our custom painter, but I might be wrong on that. Like all of a sudden, we've done a number of Walloon Lake things, which is a northern Michigan, beautiful, beautiful community. And this is here for Katie. We can figure this out for you. And this next piece is also Katie's. And of course, if you're watching us on Instagram Live, you see it backwards. Sorry, there's a little dust on there. And it says Mary. And we can order this for you. We have had this. And it is gorgeous. And I love that she took what I think is a 6x6 piece, maybe 7x7, and made it into this large plaid, gorgeous Christmas pillow. So that's here for Katie. Next up, oops, nope, these are also for Katie.
I'm sorry, Dana's slacking.
That's okay. We're all good. There's always something to do around here, and then it's easy to be like, oh, I'll just squeeze in one more thing. I'm very guilty of it myself, which I think is why we were 2 minutes late this morning, because I was like, I'll squeeze in one more thing. Okay, these 2 pillows basically are identical. These are also for Katie, and I am assuming that, oh, do we have that book, Em? Will you grab that Bargello book for us? I think it's over there somewhere, yeah. Kaylee and I re-merchandised it right before the retreat. So this is, first of all, the most gorgeous gray flannel. And Katie has, I believe, created this pattern on her own. So for those of you that have been stitching, maybe since the 70s like me, you are well aware of Bargello. And so I think she took some blank canvas and picked her colors and created this gorgeous piece. And she has a pair of these pillows. So she saved herself a lot of money by getting blank canvas and investing in a book. I don't know if she happened to have this book, but this 500 needlepoint patterns has all sorts of Bargello stitches in it. And as you can see, they're done in color. You can create your own color combination. So much possibility with this. You could do backgrounds, you could do an entire piece like Katie did. This is 500 different patterns in it, $25. So if you want to create something like Katie did and you're like, I just keep buying painted canvases and I can't afford it anymore, or you just love the look of this Bargello like I do, this book will have you covered. If you are new to us, we always welcome new customers. If you see anything that you would like, just if you're watching on Instagram, feel free to ask what you would like, just like Amy did. She was very particular. She said 500 pattern book, please. Liz sees things on a little bit of a delay. So it helps her if you're really specific. So thank you for that, Amy. Liz and Kelly are also asking me if you are regularly shopping with us. The easiest thing for both you and us, and honestly for our entire community, is to have your credit card on file with us. That enables us to just ring you up on unboxing day, and we can get things to you more quickly and efficiently. We spend less time on that type of transaction than we do if we invoice you. The other problem is we invoice you, and sometimes the Shopify invoices go to your spam and you don't see our invoice. So then we end up texting you, then we end up calling you, then we end up putting your stuff back into our inventory, and a whole lot of your time and my staff's time has been spent not doing an efficient job. So if you could consider keeping your card on file with us, give us a call. That really, really helps us. If you ask for something on unboxing, the other thing you could do is search in your email for wool floss and see the day. We always get our invoices done typically the day of unboxing, sometimes on Friday. So if you requested something, please do us a favor and just search your email in case your card isn't on file. It's just, like I said, it creates a whole lot of turmoil that could have easily been solved if we had your card on file, or if you made sure that your invoice came to you. There's the other possibility, honestly, that occasionally somehow your email isn't in our system right, or it's in an old email and you didn't realize that you'd abandoned an old email. Like me, I have an email that has 110,000 unread emails in my personal, not work. Enough.
Get rid of mine.
Yeah, I started a new email account, and now I'm very, very careful who I give it out to. So hopefully that all makes sense. This is really, really fun to see. This canvas, I remember when it came out. This is here from Myra. It is from Alice Peterson. We can order this for you. So beautiful. Just super classic chinoiserie, blue and the green, and then look at my finishers, of course, finished it in velvet with the contrasting welting and a boxed pillow. It is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And most of it is in basket weave with a Byzantine background, which is just beautiful. So we can order that for you. We could pick it up at Market for you. Right now, any orders that I'm getting, honestly, I'm just adding to my list for running around at Market. So we will do our best to bring it back from Market for you if it is there for people. This is another box pillow. This is here for Joyce. This is the All is Calm, All is Bright canvas. We have written a stitch guide for it, and I think Joyce followed some of it, but then did her own thing as well, and it is gorgeous. This is from Laura Love. Did you find it? We were looking earlier. We couldn't find it.
Is it over there?
I don't know. If you see it, let us know. We were
It's
looking.
right here. It's right there. Peace on Earth. It's buried.
Oh, there it is. Thank you. I was like, I know it's here, and then I
Sorry.
couldn't find it. Blindside. So we do have Peace on Earth here, and this is All is Calm, All is Bright. And they're absolutely beautiful. There is a Thanksgiving version of these botanical pillows. There's a Let Freedom Sing version for 4th of July, etc. Halloween, 4th of July, couple for Christmas, a gorgeous one for Hanukkah. So yeah, lots and lots we can find for you. So that's here for Joyce. Again, sorry, box pillow with this fantastic, oops, I have it sideways now, sorry, fantastic plaid on the back and on the sides. So good. Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
Next up in Pillow Land. Oh, Amy Core. This is Amy's design. We will have this available at market. As a matter of fact, because it's not a brand new design, I can sell this to you now if anyone is interested. This happens to be Paulette's, but this is Amy Poor's design. Paulette, I am sure, stitched it from her chart for charity that we did last year, and it looks so good. And we helped to raise, I think, $4,000 for, oh darn, what's the name of Lizzie's camp?
Camp Aska.
Camp Aska. See, Emily has this brain that like nothing falls out of it. But I keep telling her, enjoy it while it lasts, because when you're 10 years older, I used to be her, and now the brain's so filled up, there's no more room. So I have to surround myself by other people who can remember these things for me. So we raised $4,000 for Camp Aska. Camp Aska is supports people with disabilities from all over the country, but kind of focused on the Southeast region, and it is absolutely fantastic. Well, the new Color of Praise band 20% off if you get it at market. So if you order something that has been a part of their line up until October 17th, the first day of market, it will be at the trunk show price, even if it's not in the building. If it is a brand spanking new, hot off the presses design, it will not be at the trunk show pricing. And that, Lisa, is because of my personal philosophy. Marie has just poured her heart and soul into creating brand new designs, and I feel like it devalues her hard work on things that are hot off the presses. I hope that makes sense. I do my best to be very respectful of the artists in this industry, so hopefully that makes sense. So old things that have been in the line since, that are available to purchase on their website today, absolutely 20% off, whether it's here or not. Brand spanking new releases, not 20% off, and that will be very clear on our website. So anyways, this canvas that was Chart for Charity is now available as a hand-painted canvas. It does come with Amy's stitch guide. I believe it's a QR code that leads you to her stitch guide. So this is available, and we can send this off to you today. So that's here for Paulette, and she did a gorgeous job. Okay, next up, we have one of my favorite pieces. This is another piece, kind of like I talked last week about Santa Whimsy, and that Liz and I haven't quite finished it. I love to start things and the challenge of figuring out how they go. I do finish things, but I have a lot of whips, that's for sure. This whip is here for Nancy, and the point of this is that Laura Taylor did a class on this, and there's now an available stitch guide. This is called the Christmas Bolster Pillow. We do have this in the building, and what I'm talking about beating myself up over, oh my God, Nancy, it's so good, is the fact that this is sitting on my System 4 stand in my stitching room. Unfortunately, I haven't been home a whole lot to actually work on needlepoint at my house. And larger pieces, I love stitching larger pieces, especially 13 mesh with really interesting stitches and fantastic stitch guides. But I don't necessarily like to travel with them. So this piece is here for Nancy, and she knocked it out of the park. How my finishers finished it with this white pom-pom trim and the red velvet inset. It's fantastic. So we can pull this kit together for you. We do have the canvas in the building. We will have to work on pulling threads together, although Colleen sometimes has thread kits hidden away that I'm not aware of, so we may have a thread kit already pulled together for this. And then you would source the stitch guide directly from Laura Taylor, and you would just email her. I believe it's laura@laurataylor@home.com, but if you Googled her, you'll see her contact us, or email us and we'll tell you how to get it. But you would get the stitch guide directly from Laura. And Laura does an amazing stitch guide, and I love it, absolutely love it. So that is here for Nancy, and Nancy, you're putting me to shame. Putting me to shame, and I'd like to say, well, it's because I work full-time. Guess what? So does Nancy. She's a nurse. She has a much more stressful job than I do, but good job. This is here for Sharon. Sharon actually was just in yesterday. This is from Cooper Oaks. They will also be at market. This is one of their gorgeous hydrangea tote bags. And I love this yellow fabric with it. My finishers make such good choices. Absolutely fantastic. So that is here for Sharon. Okay, next up. Sorry, keeping my back to you guys that we have no place else to sort all these pillows out when we have a pillow palooza. This is also here for Paulette. This is from Thorne and Alexander. And again, like another really creative finish. She's getting a lot of bang for her buck here. Her stitches are really good too. Do you guys see all the French knots, the background stitch? Looks like it's just diagonal mosaic, but it looks really, really good. And this is a 6x3 insert. It would normally be designed to go into like a Rachel Berry bag or a pop-in pouch type thing. And Paulette's had us put it into this pillow, and it is so perfect. Absolutely love it. So that's here for Paulette. Next up, those already. This is kind of fun. This is for our Janet. Janet, who works here on Saturdays, one of our weekend warriors, who was so gracious and took 2 PTO days from her full-time corporate job to come and help us for the retreat. And she was an absolute lifesaver. And you all may remember that I stitched this. Don't tell my daughter, Allie. This is her Christmas present. So this is Admit Nothing, and Janet saw me stitching it. She's like, I have got to stitch that. I think it's also for her daughter. We're not sure. It might, you know what? No, I don't think it is, because guess what? Okay, so look at this. So I just stitched it using the letters that are on the canvas. So this is the canvas. I have it done so you can hang it on the wall. You can also, my daughter can also stand it up. This is kind of a classic family story in our house, because when my youngest daughter was in high school, my husband, the attorney, would say, if you ever get caught doing anything wrong, admit nothing and deny everything. So Janet is also an attorney, so she also stitched it, and such a creative finish. So here's the canvas. But what you'll notice, 2 really fun things about Janet. So first of all, this is, maybe I shouldn't be showing it, although I guess you could find it anywhere. This is her legal license number, which her state bar code, I think, something like that. And so she stitched it up and put it into this pillow, and she found this gorgeous ribbon when she was on her trip to France with Kate Dickerson on the cruise that she took last year. So it turned out fantastically. So this is just a completely different finish than how I did mine, and absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. So there we go. I did these 2 already too. Thank you. 2 more pillows. These are here for Jennifer, who I know I saw was watching. And she is the basket weave queen. She keeps saying, I need to get out of my comfort zone. No, you don't. You can, you're welcome to, but you are absolutely welcome to stitch nothing but basket weave the rest of your stitching days. This is from Spelled Bound Stitchery. I got this at market, I think 2 or 3 markets ago, and I just fell in love with the colors. It is just so beautiful. And Jennifer, like I said, is a fantastic, fantastic stitcher. So that is here for her. Actually, it looks like it's maybe a gift. So that is for her daughter, it looks like. And then this piece is from Love MHB. We can absolutely source this for you as well. And again, in basque weave, but she's using really interesting threads. Her execution is fantastic. And this, my finisher's putting this in this Dupioni silk with the mitered corners, kind of a very subtle tone on tone embroidery on the back. Love it, love it. So, good job, Jennifer. And last but not least, another one of my favorite Texans, our friend Linda. This piece is from KCN, and we can source this for you.
Mopsy.
Oh, this one's Mopsy, sorry. The other rainbow's from
Yeah.
KCN. Thank you for correcting me.
Glad you know that.
Takes a village around here. That's what we say every
You know
day.
that,
Well, it's rainbows and unicorns. So
Yeah.
What they're
Evelyn, her daughter Evelyn is obsessed with rainbows and unicorns. As a matter of fact, one of our vendors from overseas sent us these like makeup bags, like the
Yeah.
classic like train case that flips open with like black rhinestones on the outside and pink and white polka dot on the
It was
inside.
gaudy as all
It was
get
a
out.
lot, and I was like, Evelyn is gonna love this. And sure enough, Emily sent me a picture with Evelyn at dinner with some of her, were they like Polly Pockets, that kind of thing?
Yeah, essentially.
Those type of things, and it was so cute. It was so cute. So there we go. A lot of times, especially my vendors will send us things promotional or thank you because of our orders, and I share them with our staff quite often. As a matter of fact, Liz, you might have to like have a timeshare situation with Anne with the gift I gave you yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So you can tell her about that. So this is absolutely darling. This is Linda's. There we go. It's very cute. Okay, I think that's the end of the pillow parade. Look at me doing circles. Okay, let's talk some accessories. As a matter of fact, the tool that I gifted to Liz yesterday with the cat on it was so cute. But it was from my vendor Lumos, and this is what we've called the booby light. I love this thing. We now have 4 colors of it. So we have had the white booby light for a very long time. It's called that. I think our friend Malia nicknamed it because when you have these around the neck lights, a lot of them point down. And you know, honestly, what good is this? It's just pointing at your boobs. It doesn't really help us as stitchers. These have 3 different light values. I think they come already pre-charged. So yeah, so you can see how bright that light is. And I used this light the entire time I was in Florida this weekend. So the white one we've had for a while. These are $54, $52, $54. And so white is back in the building. What I love about them is the different light values. It's very lightweight. It's not cold. A lot of around the neck lights I have found in the past are cold and I'm always freezing. But the other thing about these, oops, the light's still on, is they smush up, they smush up really small in your stitching bag. So we have these lights now in white. We have it in black for you more sophisticated people. I was also maybe thinking of my gentleman stitchers when I ordered the black ones. We also have them in pale pink. To me, this was very reminiscent, especially it's October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I think that this pink is perfect. And then lastly, the one that I ordered the most of course, was what I might call a wool in the floss blue. So this, it's a lovely, like kind of soft aqua. So these are all back in the building and we love them. So I don't really use them when I'm at home, but I use them on the go stitching and it is very, very, very helpful. And I took it with me. It wasn't even fully charged when I took it. And I used it the whole time I was gone. I never had to charge it. So can't tell you how long the charge actually holds, but it holds for quite a while. So.
And the charger's in the box with
And the
which is
charger
nice,
comes
so-
with it. You do need the box, whatever
Yeah,
it's called.
The
The little block,
yeah.
the charging block, because this part will go into like a classic, charging block, and then that plugs in. But the charge holds for a very long time. Thank you for that, Em. One other thing that we rolled out this week was that we have been chosen by Kelly Clark, one of the most amazing designers in the industry, one of the most amazing stitchers in the industry. She started out as a graphic artist. She started out working for Waverly, designing wallpaper patterns. I did interview her once upon a time on the Pointing It Out podcast. And she has rolled out her Fanny Flamingo class. I'm going to actually take this out of this frame because it's glaring. So this class is front and center on our website. We are not hosting the class in-house. She is doing this as a Zoom class. It is February 20th, 21st, and 22nd, 9:30 to 2:30, I think. All the details are on our website. Central Time Zone, half-hour break for lunch, so it's 3 full days of education. You pay for the class via Kelly's website. Kelly loves
Clark.
Needlepoint.
Yeah.
Kelly does Needlepoint. Which one's which?
Loves.
Loves, thank you.
Does
Sorry.
is ours.
Yeah, exactly. KellyLovesNeedlepoint.com. Again, all in the listing. You pay for the class there. You order the kit from us. You will learn stump work. I mean, look at her. She's so fantastic. You'll learn stump work. You'll learn ribbon work. You'll learn bead work. She picked 8 stores in the country to be preferred for providers, and we are one of them. And I was very, very honored to have had that request from Kelly. So if you're like, I don't know, I might be vacationing that day. I don't know, I might have to have surgery that day. Like, there could be good and bad things that go on in our lives months from now, but the classes are all recorded. Liz and I, a few years ago, did one of Kelly's Zoom classes.
We loved it.
We loved it. We haven't quite finished it. We can still go back to her videos and still do the class. So there may have been some discussion between us, like, are we taking this class because we're dying to? And I probably still will. But Liz is like,
Say what I said, it's shocking.
Liz is like, we have to finish our Edward and Bella,
and Edward,
right?
Twilight.
Bunnies, which are fantastic. The fact that Liz even took a bunny class, I don't know, I think she lost her mind during COVID.
It was a COVID problem.
But she loved it and learned a ton. So if you want to treat yourself to some education, I highly recommend one of Kelly's classes.
Can I add one tidbit?
Yeah.
A lot of that class, although we're not done, has led to me. I learned so much in that class. I think I use things from it daily in my own, like, stitch guides and things I share on whips.
Right.
Just from one Kelly Clark class.
So to me, so what Liz is saying, like,
Crazy.
I don't feel guilty that I invested in this class and didn't finish the project. Our investment was learning the education, like learning the stump work, learning the bead work, learning the ribbon work. And you do a little bit of that throughout the class. And of course, some fantastic composite stitches. Kelly also uses, honestly, some very, very unusual threads. So you will see on the listing, we don't have an exact thread kit price because many of the threads she uses are not things we normally carry. So we're working on a thread kit price, but I've given you some estimates on the website. So there we go. Oops, I forgot Janet's paperwork, Emily. Look at bad me. Sorry, that goes with Janet's pillows. Okay, next up, let's see where we're at. I've got a few more accessories. We have, are we still waiting on book 4?
No, I feel like we got a shipment of it. Hold
I
on.
know, that's what I'm confused by.
please.
Okay, so you guys know we love our Pointer Sisters books. This is Timmy Schultz and Jan Dedrick. I took all of these books with me to Florida. You see it's about the size of my hand. It's very small. It fits in, thank
We
you.
got some, I just didn't know where.
So in this very moment, all 4 books are in the building. So Pretty Stitches was their first book, and it has 135 pages in it. All of her books are $48. The second book was how we discovered their fantastic books. We have your background stitches book, and it does obviously focus on background stitches. It's 145 pages. Let's Fill in the Blanks is organized by categories, so that if you are stitching and you're like, oh, I really need a border stitch, you can come to the table of contents and see all the different categories. So she's kind of made it like Garanimals for stitching. If you guys are old enough to remember what Garanimals was, you're like, I need a grass stitch. Here are a bunch of your grass stitches. And then the last book is and then there were 4 more pretty stitches, and I have already used a number of stitches in this book. What I love is, first of all, they do their stitches on a very large scale. This happens to be one of them, climbing brick stitch. And a lot of Jan's and Timmy's stitches are variations on things we all know, but we wouldn't have thought maybe to do ourselves. So very large scale stitches, and multiple colors, and then a little tidbit about, I just happened to pick this one randomly. This is a great stitch for mountains and hills. You can use 2 different threads or use an overdyed thread for both the blue and the yellow lines. So they make this charts very easy to read. I am using something from this on my Joy Stitch Guide that I'm working on, the Amy Poor piece that has been set aside for the month because I'm working on ornaments with all my traveling, but I will get back to it in November. So all 4 books are in the building. All books are $48. So can't recommend them all highly enough. If you're a book junkie like me, you will not be disappointed. In other book restocks, Emma Homent is English-based stitcher, and if you are wanting to maybe break out of basket weave, or you are wanting to introduce a new stitcher to needlepoint, this is a fantastic book. Her books are very, very affordable, $24.99, and they have very large scale stitches, nice pictures so you really know what you're getting into. Look at this fish darning stitch, the bone darning stitch. I mean, so cute. And lots of great information. The chapter contents, here we go. Getting started, so they talk about preparing to stitch, how to stitch, choosing your stitches. And then she has simple stitches, structured stitches, statement stitches, which I'm sure is where those darning stitches were. And then she even has how to finish things in the back. And also charts if you wanted to just create your own piece. There's a lot of things you can do with this. So a lot of goodness built into that book. If you are familiar with that book and you want to take it up a notch, more recently she has come out with Next Level Needlepoint. And it is kind of like the Categories book by Timmy. She has taken her stitches and broken them up into, she again has getting started and the basics in here, but then movement, texture, sky, water, land, and borders. And again, has the projects and how to actually even do the finishing in them, like step-by-step instructions. So keep in mind, she is a British stitcher, and the only reason I bring that up is needlepoint in the United States versus Britain is very different. They still like a lot of very bulky wool, very traditional look, like the Bargello pillows we just saw, whereas some stitchers here now are stitching much lighter and in more like sparkly threads and strandable silks, etc. So you need to kind of just know that the pictures of what she's sharing are a little heavier than maybe we're used to looking at. And just kind of take the pictures with a grain of salt if you are someone who likes a little lighter weight finish to your things. Last but not least from Emma is her needlepoint journal. And this is spiral bound, and it's designed to keep track of all of your projects. So canvas kit, designer, purchase from, canvas mesh size, stitches, threads, finishing options, notes. So if you are someone like me or Liz or any number of flossettes around here, maybe not Emily, that has a bunch of whips. Emily's much more of a focus stitcher. Liz and I are like, ooh, new shiny object, let's start another one. And then she even has some stitches built into this little journal. It is $12.99, just very user-friendly. There's graph paper in the back sorry, I feel like I can't quite get the page to focus. There we go. Graph paper in the back so you can chart your own stitches. So just a really great like record keeping place for those of us who are still analog. I still have a paper calendar. I have tried to go to electronic calendar. Just doesn't work for me. Just doesn't work for me. Okay. More accessories. Oops, I gotta move this pen. I don't want to get that on anything. A couple new needle minders. We have some from Judy Tash that I think are absolutely darling. These are new to me, although they've been out for a little while. They are smaller. They're just $17, and I'm gonna measure them so you guys get yeah, they're like 3/4 of an inch. There's a chinoiserie. It's almost like, let's take it out of the package. I just want you guys to know exactly what it is because I also want to know exactly what it is. Oops, sorry. So there's 3 different versions of the Judy Tash needle minders. This one is, so it's kind of like an epoxy on some sort of cork almost, with a nice strong neodymium magnet on the back. So this is the chinoiserie, again, just like 3/4 of an inch. So if you're someone who likes a smaller, simpler needle minder, this is probably up your alley. Also, in the same vein, we have these really darling little polka dots. Sorry, I'm showing, we now film for YouTube as well as for Instagram. So there is the little polka dots, so sweet. Again, $17. And then this is a little bit more classic enamel and metal. It's $20. And of course, Instagram's gonna see it backwards, but it says, which came first, the needle or the thread? So $20 would be a really fun little stitch gift for yourself or one of your stitching besties. Okay, next, I did a reorder from List Stitch. Yes, is that what this is called? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
thank you.
I think you're right.
List Stitch of this darling tote bag that you might remember that Kelly's daughter Amelia adored. So this is back in the building. It has a nice wide open gusset on the bottom. It has leather handles, actual leather handles, shoulder strap, voila. And a nice big outside pocket, a smaller outside pocket on either side, and then a zippered pocket on the inside and 2 also pockets on the inside. One of them's gusseted, perfect to tuck your phone into, would be a great little travel bag. So this we've had before, restocked this. They have project bags that I thought were absolutely darling. They are $52. They're a little bit larger, of really nice material, 16 by 12. And what I thought would be really fun with these, you guys may remember that we have these really cute acrylic they're acrylic key rings that are also a needle threader. So when I saw these, I'm like, how cute would this be as the zipper pull on here? Again, a really great little gift for someone. So these cloth bags, nice high quality, sturdy zipper, lined on the inside in fabric, and they are $52. So there's the blue and white stripe. And then I will show you guys all the acrylic ones because they all kind of mix and match. Liz, what pattern do I call this?
It's the fish. I was calling it the Greek fish in my brain.
Okay, we're calling this the Greek fish pattern.
Little fish. There she is.
Doesn't it say on the tag what
Oh, how clever of
Lewis,
you.
I think his.
Yeah, it's called the Lewis pattern bag, but
'Cause
they're
I
kind
think
of
they
Greek
call
fish. So, because you
the
can
fish
see
is
like
called
all
an
these
anchovy.
little fish on the side. So this will
I
fit
love it.
tucked inside of here. There, it's a little big, but it'll fit. So this is the fish print and then the blue and white stripes. So if you want to add the zipper pull idea, we have the, we're gonna call it a Starbucks cup with the needle threader. Would be so cute to add to the zipper. We also have the hydrangea, and these are not from Needlepoint, but I just thought, God, these just go with it so perfectly. And last but not least, I think this is iced coffee, maybe. I don't drink these drinks. None of them are Diet Coke, so
Yeah, that's iced coffee.
really cute. So the iced coffee, the hydrangea, the
There was a Diet
coffee
Coke
cup,
can.
there was Diet Coke can. They all sold, imagine that. But these 3 are left, and we have a few of each of these. And I just think they'd be so cute as a zipper pull on these bags. So,
I think
there
it's
we
like
go.
one's a hot coffee, one's an iced coffee, I guess.
Yes,
Or iced
exactly.
tea. Colleen said it looked like iced tea.
I think I called it iced tea when I ordered it, and I was corrected and told it was an iced coffee. I'm like, I don't know, I don't drink either one.
I think you can
So-
do whatever you want it to be.
Exactly. Okay, other needle minders. Today we have all brand new from my friend Kelly at Beauvais. These were the last releases before market. We always run to her booth. The website is to sign up. Oh, and Kelly's watching us. Sorry, Kelly, she's talking about her, of course,
Do her website.
fabulous Fanny Flamingo. So there we go. Yes, and if you have signed up through us already, please make sure you sign up with Kelly's class. She is limiting the class to 50 participants, and I would hate for you to have signed up for the kit with me and have forgotten to sign up for Kelly's class and then kind of be up a creek. So please make sure you do both halves. As a matter of fact, because I'm a little neurotic, we will be probably sending people a message next week to say, hey, you signed up here. Did you remember to sign up there? I may even tap into Kelly and say, do you have all of these people? Because I'm a little worried about that. Because these are the things I do. I wake up at 6 in the morning worrying about silly things that really aren't my problem. But in any event, Beauvais reminders. Sugar Skull, look how good he is. You see all the detail on here. I know I'm out of screen for a second because I'm trying to show 2 different cameras. So cute. Lots and lots of detail in this. They are $65. Beauvais does all fused glass art with much hand painting. So her tagline is a little piece of art for your art, and I absolutely agree. Okay, this is the coolest piece of glass. I do not understand this at all. I can't get to the bottom of why, but here is this spider, and right now it looks like he's on purple, but I think must be like, did you guys decide maybe is there like a glow in the dark
I was gonna ask Kelly
quality?
if there's like Diachronic glass or something in there.
Because when we pulled it out of the box, they were like light blue, grayish, and we're like, wait, we swore they were purple, but now they're purple in the real light, and we love them.
I gotta do a
Love
video
them.
if it'll show.
Okay, then I have one more skull and floral canvas. There are 2 different colorways. So this is the skull with florals. Oh my God, so beautiful. Keep in mind, each one of these little pieces, there's 2 colors. This is all purple. So if you like this one, say purple leaves, okay? There's gonna be a second one with green leaves. So this is the purple leaves. These are all individual little pieces of glass that are then pulled together onto the main glass base, and then all hand painted. So all that to say, this is the most expensive one. It is $77, but it is like absolutely gorgeous. I think a lot of people should just be wearing this maybe as a little pin on Halloween. Like, it is gorgeous. So this is the skull with purple leaves. And then this is the skull with green leaves. I mean, they are so beautiful. Kelly and her son Eli have just absolutely outdone themselves. So there are the 2 different colorways. And I'm not sure I can get more of these, but I will try if we sell through what we have. I feel like I ordered everything she had of this, and I believe she told me if there was enough interest, she would run more if she could. So these are here and available. Okay. I have next up, okay, we're gonna talk yesterday. My longtime friend Darby has been working on a project for well over a year, and we were able to roll this out. I'm gonna just go briefly through this, and if you are interested, please hop onto our Instagram or YouTube video from yesterday and watch the full shebang, or hop onto our website. There's lots of details. But Darby and her husband are very, very enthusiastic backgammon players. So we rolled out her, let's see if you guys can see this. Oops, what's on the floor? Oh, I know what that is. Her acrylic self-finishing backgammon board. The quality of this is unbelievable. You get to pick your own color, playing pieces, etc. That this board is designed around. This tray, I'm gonna put this down for a minute. The fish pattern that is in there was created from the line drawn canvas, which I know is a little hard to see, but this is line drawn to fit their exact acrylic template. So you create your own color combinations. You can use your Taylor Studios initials to go down the middle. You could use a Chrissy Johnson book to create something personalized. You could chart your own something. You could ask us to have our custom designer chart something to go down the middle. The world is your oyster. This piece, let's see if I can get this out of here. Oops, those are staying put. Let's see. Come on. This is one solid piece of acrylic. The quality is outstanding. I believe I didn't put the prices in front of me. I think the board is $438, but is on our website. And Darby is working with a number of designers to, it comes also with a protective polycarbonate sheet, the tray in the bottom that holds this felt board, which makes a very smooth playing surface. So if you have been wanting to create something that is kind of like a showstopper in your home that everyone says, oh my gosh, where did you get that? You've done pillows out the wazoo. A backgammon board may be your next thing. If you have been toying with learning how to play backgammon and weren't quite sure, I said yesterday, this might send you over. This is going to be the tipping point. This was definitely the grand finale yesterday. The backgammon board is exclusive to us for a few weeks, and then Tina Griffin's topiary backgammon board, absolutely stunning. 13 mesh, somehow has all this detail on it. Emily pulled threads for it yesterday. There's also a fantastic martini board. I didn't bring that over because we did show you all this on the video yesterday, but Liz pulled gorgeous threads for the martini board. So this is here, and these are designed specifically to fit the template. So I'm going to show you guys one last thing that I'm not sure was clear yesterday because of the colors I've got, questions I've gotten. This board lines up with, hopefully I have it lined up. I think I kind of
Pretty
do.
close. They get the idea.
See how the center bar of the design is lined up with the acrylic bar, and see how this these side sections line up with the playing pieces and the dice holders. So not just any backgammon board will fit. You either need to get the line drawn one and create your own, or this one, Tina has a fish inspired one coming out. Thank you, Liz. She also has the martini one ready to go next week. So these are all on our website for pre-order. I have connected Darby with some other designers, so there will be more boards coming out. But it is like a work of engineering art. The whole thing's fantastic. That's all I have to say. So, okay. Megan, you're giving me a very nice segue. She says, love your belt. Do you do finishing for a women's belt? Is your buckle bamboo? So, yes, we do belt finishing. Absolutely. I am a little bit of a belt junkie. I'll be honest. Sometimes I wear more belts than others, depending on what my current weight is. But this is one of my favorites. I've had it for a long time. As a matter of fact, I will just pull it off because, you know, why not? So what I do for these is, this is one of the Colors of Praise belts, and we have a few in the building, and they of course are 20% off, so I will show you that. My belt finisher adds leather to the end if you need it. Most of us do, because these are a standard 36-inch belt. I hop onto Etsy and I search for handmade belt buckles, and I find the buckle, and then I start stitching my canvas because I wanted my pink to match the pink. So I get the buckle ahead of time. Then my leather belt finisher puts them together. So if you are looking at Etsy, what you want is a D style. See how that's shaped like a D? It might be backwards to you, but that's shaped like a D style belt buckle. And then my belt finisher puts rivets into the belt, depending on what your finish size is. So right now I have 3. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna send this to her and have her put a couple more rivets in, excuse me, to give myself some more options. So this is the one I was wearing today. I will put that back on later, but just for kicks, I will show you guys the others. I brought in my whole pile today.
Oh, geez.
Because, you know, Colors of Praise just makes some fantastic belts. So this one happens to be a simpler belt buckle. This is not a Colors of Praise, but, you know, I just wanted you guys to see your options if you want to make some fun buckles. So this is a little simpler. It looks a little, you know, almost Western, but I really liked it. This belt buckle came from my good dear friend Madeline, who actually now works here a couple days a month. And this is Associated Talents, I think, retired pattern. I don't think this pattern's available anymore, but that turquoise buckle I love. And then this might be my best buckle ever. I found this by accident looking for a customer for, she wanted a belt buckle that had bees on it, and I came across this. I mean, it is ridiculous in all the best ways with the bee and the pearls. This happens to be a Voila belt. I don't know if you're gonna be able to find this ridiculous buckle, but wow, it's jewelry, right? It's just jewelry. So that is a Voila belt. And then last but not least is another Colors of Praise belt. This was the first one I had stitched. I found this fantastic turtle. I mean, come on, it's so good. And then this is actually, people always say, oh, you have to stitch belts in basket weave. Look carefully at this belt. There are so many little stitches built into this belt. There's very little basket weave on it. It was very interesting to stitch. And I think I stashed dough for almost all the threads. So there we go. So I highly, highly, highly recommend Colors of Praise belt. Just love them. So much fun. Again, Trunk Show is here, 20% off through the 22nd of October. Here is, I'm going to give you guys numbers for these. This is 611, belt 611. So pretty. Marie incorporates a lot of animal prints, which we love. So that 611 has a little bit more fall tones. I mean, how elegant would it be just with a simple black shirt and jeans? Little brighter colors. This is 601. Again, all 20% off through October 22nd. And then if you want something a little more, or a little less Colors of Praise-y, but still the same size. This is the Tigers and Palms. So good. I mean, I would love to stitch this one. This one might have to be one of my next belts. I usually
I'm stitching that and bringing it to market to stitch.
Oh, good. Because we have so much time to stitch at market.
Yeah, I know. Well,
On the plane.
Well,
On the
no,
plane.
You're gonna make me work. Just kidding. I
You
make
got,
myself work.
Kelly and you will make yourselves work. I won't be on the plane with you.
Yeah, true.
At least on the way there.
You're sitting next to Megan and across the aisle from me, so you know I'm not going with you.
Okay. Sometimes people forget that they actually get paid to do things.
We're just joking.
This is are those tigers or zebras? Oh my gosh, all of a sudden I'm confused. This is belt number 634.
Hard to see that it's more abstract.
So yes, 634, again, 20% off. Fox and Hounds, this is 631. So good. Those little fox are fantastic. And then this is the monkey belt. Monkey Business. See, Liz needs this one. 633. So cute.
That is cute.
Really cute.
I've seen that one.
And then this I think is a little wide for a belt, but it is a showstopper. We've had this one in stock before. This is the, yes, this would be more of a bag strap. This is the designer inspired floral strap. Absolutely gorgeous. So those are Colors of Praise items, 20% off. I'm feeling a little naked now without my belts on, but you know, it's like my dogs without their collars. A couple more Colors of Praise highlights. I picked some of my favorite things. Colors of Praise does a fantastic job with double-sided eyeglass cases. So there's actually, she's a golfer lady. Her golf clubs are very subtle, but here's her golf clubs down here. I think you could do one for you, one for a friend. You could maybe utilize, if you have the Taylor Studios 3-letter initials chart, you could incorporate that on the back either sideways, or I think it would probably fit vertically. Yes, it would. So lots of ways to personalize this, or if you've invested in a Chrissy Johnson book, utilize that. So that is the golfing eyeglass case. Oops. And then if you're not a golfer, but you love that pretty lady, look at this one. So good. The colors on this, so fantastic. Again, and you could do double-sided like it's designed to be. So good. I mean, these colors, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All 20% off, of course. And then this is kind of like a circus dog. So cute. And again, a big wide space for initials here. Let me get out my board. It's hard to see through that. I know a lot of you were interested in the metallic pencil that we offered on Tuesday through Kelly and Liz's Whips. There are more on the way. They will be in today or tomorrow. So if you wanted to do something with this black background, this would be a perfect use for that metallic pencil, which will make stitching on black a whole lot easier. If you missed what I'm talking about, head on over to our grid and check out Kelly and Liz's Whips on Tuesday, where this just past Tuesday, 2 days ago, where they talked about our metallic pencil. Okay, larger pieces, colors of praise. This beach lady, how fantastic would she be on a beach bag, maybe in a tray? She's so good. Again, that big floral print on her suit, just like the dress earlier. This to me could be any number of cities. I feel like it's I was thinking a little reminiscent of New Orleans, but then you've got palm leaves. So that kind of palm trees in New Orleans aren't a thing, but everything else looks very New Orleans-y to me. So I might have stitched over this or changed up the leaf structure a little bit to be a more New Orleans style tree. But this could be a beautiful terrace in any number of places. And this and the lady I just showed you are on 13 mesh. Liz pulled out this gorgeous butterfly and floral piece. So beautiful. And you could do a lot of interesting stitches on this, but this also could be basket weave heaven. This could just be what you roll up in your purse, take it on the fly with you, and just stitch it all in basket weave. It's so beautiful. And last but not least, this gorgeous cheetah. What's it? I don't know. He's a leopard or a cheetah. He's stunning. I would probably not stitch the background in white. I would probably stitch the background maybe in navy, something to make him pop off this page. It would be a fantastic footstool. This is a larger piece, a footstool, back of a dining room chair. Keep in mind, no one actually puts their feet on a footstool. That is needlepoint, right? I'm a little stodgy about that. It is 16 by 16, and I mean, the details are gorgeous. Look at his eyes. Oh, so fantastic. So again, larger canvas, so 20% off really adds up. So that are our colors of praise highlights. I still have some more finishing. Hold on, I think I need a sip of Diet Coke. One of my favorite bag straps is back in the building. I'm also double checking all my lists. One thing I haven't mentioned, if you have not signed up for our emails, please hop onto our website and sign up for emails. That is how you will know of brand new things. That's how all the people that signed up for our Fanny Flamingo class first knew about it, was our email. That is how people will know when we have dropped things from market to peruse new market purchases. So sign up for our emails, and we don't send a ton of them, and we keep them kind of short and sweet. And a lot of times there's also some, not only like events happening, but some tutorials built into them, etc. Okay, a restock of one of my favorite 13 mesh straps. I think this is too wide for a belt. I would love to stitch this. Like, these colors are so amazing. And Emily has very smartly paired it up with this orange tote. So beautiful. This is what I love about this is a fall color for sure. But you put it with this bag strap and it suddenly looks very summery. Then you could go back to, let's see if they're still sitting here. Nope, people cleaned up after me.
Took your belts.
That tiger belt I was showing you, you could put that tiger belt with this. I'm pretty sure, in my mind, it matches. And then it would look fallish again. So keep in mind when you invest in a handbag and your needlepoint, you want to wardrobe it. So we could put this gorgeous strap on it and make it very summery looking. Or if you're just a bright color person like me, it could be all year round. But you could also do bag tags for it. That's why we love this, because there's a spot to add bag tags to it. And it does come with a temporary strap. These do come from Italy, $166. Next up, we have restocks of canvases. Lauren Block's gorgeous piece. A number of you had this on order. I think that we all fell in love with it. Our good friend Amy Poor has also stitched it. She wanted to utilize radiance. And so, do you guys see these? Whoops. Try that again. You guys see these? As a matter of fact, this is all radiance for 18. But guess what arrived last week at during our retreat was radiance for 13. I don't know if we've actually formally announced that yet. Did you guys talk about that on Tuesday? Of course, Liz had to talk about Sparkle on Tuesday. I should have known. I was on the airplane. I did not watch Whips. So these 4 colors, sorry, I am trying really hard to hold them all in one hand so you guys can see them, are perfect for this ombre sunset. I think Amy was very brave and beaded the entire palm tree, which was an absolute showstopper. If you are not someone who enjoys beading that much, you could just do it in pepper pot. This pepper pot would be a little bit heavier than the radiance, and so the palm tree would kind of pop forward, and I think it would be fantastic. So that is back in the building. I know a number of you had that on order. If you ordered that previously, we have it set aside for you. Do not worry. We talked about Tina earlier with her showstopper of a backgammon board, but we also stocked up on her coasters. And the way the sun's shining today, I'm not complaining about the sun shining, I'm going to use my board more. Here is, all these coasters are 4x4. I've had people do them as in the base of a 4x4 box. Sorry, I thought you were raising your hand. This is Tipsy with the flamingos. We have Buzzed. And sadly, Tina will not be at market, so again, stacked up on a few things. Rah Rah Cheers. I mean, Tina has just such a clever sense of humor. I've seen these done as like little signs for bar carts. I've seen them done as coasters. Nightcap. Here's the darling Little Mermaid. Just a Splash. With a twist. Sabrina, I know, has this in her stash. She loves a good animal print, she and I both. And I think Emily has this maybe, or maybe she's talked about it. This is Last Call.
Yes, I own it.
So cute, so cute. So those are all here from Tina. Got a little restock of Ann Fisher sleds. This is kind of her classic, I call it her gateway drug. It is a 14 mesh ornament. We have a little giveaway stitch guide that goes with this. Again, if you're someone who just wants to take the leap from basket weave only to decorative stitches, this was quite easy, believe it or not. People always say, oh, but those loops, that's gotta be hard. It's uncut turkey work and ribbon, one of my favorite techniques. So the sleds we have in the building right now are the reindeer wreath sled, the Santa sled, and Noel sled. And then you know my latest obsession, nutcrackers. Here's Here's the cute little nutcracker sled. Speaking of my latest obsession, we also had restocked a number of mahjong pieces. I had 8 ladies to my house last night. Well, I guess 7. I was one of them to play mahjong. We had such a good time. As a matter of fact, Laura was there and she said, have Liz and Kelly seen your Halloween mahjong set? Because that might tip them over the edge to wanting to learn. I'm like, it just may. It just may. Black, sparkly, spiders for the dots. Oh my God, Liz, it was so cute. Talk to Laura about it. Talk to Laura about it.
I'll ask.
So this is the key fob. So this is all the different tiles, of course, on rose. So this is the mahjong key fob on rose. And then this is the mahjong key fob on navy. And then maybe canvas for your mahjong bag or just a simple ornament. Love mahjong. Also tucked in here, I just noticed is, not sure how this is grouped with this, but we'll take that apart. Amy Poor's Mahjong Maven. Very classic. Let's Rack and Roll. And that's it for Mahjong Love. Next up, we talked about 3-dimensional brick covers earlier. The cheeses are in the house. This is from Allie Egan via Stitch Style. We have a number of customers that have stitched a bunch of them. So I think Char's done all of them. Has Char done all of them?
The local legend has done all of the originals. She may not have the newest one.
So this is the Gruyere cheese. And again, it's designed to be a cheese wedge. This looks a little awkward, but keep in mind it's gonna come together. This is gonna be the sides of the cheese. So you can make like a little cheese plate out of needlepoint. No calories involved. So this is the Gruyere cheese. This is the Gouda cheese. Again, this is the back with that red rind. And these are the sides. The camembert will be finished with a fabric gusset around the edge because it's circular. So it'll still would be finished 3-dimensionally. There's the camembert. The British mature cheddar. And last but not least, the Manchego. This is my sister-in-law's favorite. Again, 3-dimensional. So here's your rind. These become your sides. So clever. Okay. Books. We got some book things restocked. This is the book cracker. He's a little nutcracker, you guys, with his stack of books. So darn cute. He's kind of wearing his little, a little bit nerdy reading glasses, let's say, and he's so cute. So that is the book cracker. The bookmobile, so cute. And then for my friend Carrie at Kangaroo Paws, festive. These are 5-inch rounds. They look great as a kissing ball. They're also great as a little bit larger ornament on your tree. You can do something really fun like Char did back at the beginning with those palms on the garland, so cute. I saw Kate Irby was watching. This is her scalloped tree round. The colors are fantastic. Kind of like a little Bargello-esque, but with a modern flair. Love it. One of my favorites, this is from Ginny Diesel. The bunny's building a snowman. Of course, Liz makes fun of me for all my bunny love, but yet I got her in on Edward and Bella. So there's got to be something going on right with the bunnies. So cute. Melissa Prince restock. This is her Arctic animals, I think she calls them. Yes. This is the Art Deco beaver. Her colors are so fantastic. The fox. The raccoon. This, of course, is Kaylee's favorite. Kaylee's obsessed by raccoons. I'm not really sure why. And this is the moose. And then also restocked were Melissa Prince's dogs. I have She has a bunch of different dogs. You can hop on our website, let us know if the dog of your dreams is there, and we will pick it up for you while we're at market. But I have stitch guides for 5 of these dogs. I put them all together in one pillow, but I've also I found, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy. I stitched a Springer Spaniel from Pepperberry Designs for my mother-in-law like 8 years ago or something. I found it.
Well, good.
Yes, I didn't know where she had left it. I knew nobody else in the family was going to care about the needlepoint ornament that I stitched hers. So I brought that home, and I also brought home, there was another little needle-pointed ornament that I didn't stitch for her. I don't know who stitched it. So I brought that home too. And I said to Andrew, is anyone going to care if I take that? He's like, no. So anyway, it was very exciting. So
Good find.
we will see. I did stitch Melissa Prince's Springer Spaniel, and I did a little bit of ribbon work on all of these, and I have stitch guides for all of them, and the instructions built into the stitch guide. Here's the Cavalier. Here is the Dachshund. And what started all of this craziness was this golden doodle that I stitched. I actually stitched it originally for an Ornament Club exchange and love stitching it. I stitched it again because it looked a lot like our dog Toby, who has crossed the Rainbow Bridge. I also love, during COVID, which I did not love, I stitched her Fawn and Cardinal. We have a stitch guide for this as well. And there's a little Facebook support group for this, for video support. So that I did. It kind of sounded like something a lot more serious than Needlepoint, because it was quite simple. But it was during COVID, so I couldn't really. It's just where we were in life at the time. So there is video support for this absolute darling. I am seeing that Sandy is being Jennifer is being fantastic. I didn't actually remind people. We always assume on any live video that you do not want threads. So please, if you would like threads, please let us know that either as a separate item or send us a DM at some point today, and we will make sure to pull threads before it leaves the building. So I apologize for that. Also, if you happen to have more than one address that's on file with us, let us know which address we are shipping to. Okay. Apparently, Liz got a lot of love because I was laughing at the fact that she stitched this and doesn't have it taped. It was a little bit of the landscaper without trees. We were talking yesterday though and saying, guess what? I don't think she's ever not stitched something, so I think that's why it took me by surprise. But Liz has finished this. It's going to be turned into the finishers. How are you finishing it? What will your use be?
I would like it to be a bag tag.
Okay, so she's gonna tag it up and put it up on one of her cute tote bags or such.
Or maybe, I don't know, it could be an ornament. A lot of possibilities.
You could have a small tree to highlight some of your ornaments, and this could be the topper.
That's true.
Mm.
My tree's about,
Well, yeah, it'd have
my
to be a
needlepoint
smaller
tree
tree.
is 6 feet.
Well,
It's okay.
I don't know.
That's not a bad idea.
Who knows? So that green has been restocked, so lots of possibilities. And it's very funny. This is how different people around here function in different ways. I usually always have an exact plan, and then maybe I don't finish my project. Or Liz is more about, I'm in love with that design and I'll figure out the plan later. There's no right or wrong answer. It just is what it is. Anne, I think, always has an exact plan, and she finishes it, and then she finishes it. So, you know, there's all different stitching personalities around this joint. So the green bow is back in the building. We also have the pink bow. So cute. And the blue bow. And you'll notice Liz added the edge stitching in her coral color. So these little bits of coral are actually background, which you can see more clearly on this canvas where there's little white dots. So it's kind of surprising. It's like you stitching bunnies, like, you know, but we all fall outside of our comfort zone. I was stitching something the other day and everyone was like, you picked that? Like, so, you know.
It's 13 mesh and the colors are great. I'm probably gonna stitch it.
13 mesh. These colors are also great. This pop hold on, there's 3 different ones of these. I guess it's just called yellow. This is the yellow one. Here is the turquoise one. So I think I've got a couple of these on back order. From Pip and Rue, this, what is he? What kind of, he's just a Swiss Mountain Cow. Thank you. I'm like, there's something special about him. Swiss Mountain Cow, oval ornament. He's just so beautiful. Tara is so talented. Love, love, love that. Wait, I haven't gotten a new clutch canvas in a while. So good. These colors with the animal print. Sorry, clank, clank, clank. I'm pulling out some handles that are gonna.
It's by Mimi.
So this is from Mimi and Stitches. Isn't that her full name? Look at these. Sorry, I'm just going to show you one because they're getting confusing. These acrylic handles on the top. So cute. You could also do some tortoise shell handles. Would be really cute. But what a great clutch that would be. So fun. So, there's that and that. Sorry about that. A couple other things from Stitch Tent. This is SLS. This is the double-sided hydrangea. It's designed to be a scissor fob. We had our friend Bunny turn it into, fold it in half so you guys can get the full idea. She turned it into actually a key ring. We had a key ring added to it. So, but it is designed to be a scissor fob, so you do whatever you want with it. Oh my gosh, you guys. I did have a black cat growing up. We always have a lot of talk around here about like dog people and cat people, and I am definitely a dog person these days, but I had a black cat growing up. So cute. So this is from Labors of Love, double-sided cat. I mean, this could be a Halloween, or I think the cat people might leave this out all year. Look at, I wish I had a camera right now. Both Liz and Ann are sitting next to each other. They're both like, they're like, showstopper. So yes, they are my black cat lovers, and I love a good black cat. So would you leave this out year round?
Yes.
Okay. I asked the question. They were both like, no one could answer me, so I had to ask it again. Okay. I love pulling things out of a hat for them. Okay. If Amy Poor is still with us, I think she's going to end up ordering this. This is from Frances Abel, and it is all tennis icons. It is just so fun. And I might change the colors on this. Okay. Liz and Ann are now going to be planning the rest of the day how they're stitching the double-sided black cat.
It's like if I tortured Smokey and dressed him up.
Oh my God, so funny. So this is the, I think it's a 4-inch round from Frances Abel for all of you tennis players out there. I did go through a tennis phase. Then I ripped my meniscus, and that was the end of my tennis days. But, you know, one-eyed wonder on the tennis court. I was really never very good, but I had a whole lot of fun doing it. Okay, I do have some more finishing, and we have time, so yay, yay, yay.
I'm gonna go show it to Kelly. She's gonna go, absolutely not.
I love it. I love it.
love.
I mean, that's like something I would stitch too.
Anne wrote my order.
And mine. So good. Okay. Next up, this is fantastic. This is from Kelsey, and it is one of the Morgan Julia bar carts. Honestly, I don't think I can get this for you. I would go to her website directly. This might have even been, I don't know if this is readily available or if Kelsey's local to us, if she did something with the Morgan Julia bar cart club. But this is the Halloween bar cart, and this background is like, just takes it over the top. Do you see how it kind of changes colors? Like unbelievable. So, so good. And my finishers, of course, knocked out of the park. Do you guys see this giant spider in here? Oh my God, he's so good. And her stitching is fantastic. So this is here for Kelsey. I don't have this here for you. What we do have is, we could finish very similarly, is the Halloween Skies window from our friend Abby at Saturnalia. This would be really cute finished similarly. Maybe with a smaller spider. I'm hoping a smaller spider is available because that spider just takes it over the top. Okay. Next up for Susan. Oh, I think I saw Susan had joined us this morning. We've got a couple of things for her, and one is her is her Black Hat Society. This was Stitch Along, hosted by Kelly. And we can still get this canvas for you. And Kelly, so over the years, we've done video support in different ways. Now most of it's on our website. This is a private Instagram group, and so if you purchase the full kit for this, we will add you to the private Instagram where there's a lot of video support on how to do some of the techniques built into this. So this one is Susan, so congratulations on a fabulous finish, Susan. We don't have that in the building right now, but it would be very fun to do a stand-up with, we love this Halloween house. Do we have a background stitch for this? Is that what?
Yeah. Yep, we
Just a background stitch, not a whole
no,
stitch
I have a
guide,
thread
right?
list. I have a thread list.
Thread list, it's not a stitch.
Okay,
guide,
so we have a
it's
thread list and a background stitch for this, and I think we recommended doing it because I helped Liz pull some of the accessories back in the day when we highlighted this piece, and it's continued to be a shop favorite. I think,
Beading video. Oh, not that one, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Sorry.
yeah, well, I was talking about your
No, we're talking about
Instagram private group that we can add people to if they do the full kit. But this finish would be absolutely darling in this house, and I think it had a dark navy blue.
It was this kind of
It
different.
was?
Yeah, it was and then we T-stitched it. So when you T-stitch with that kind of silver black,
So good.
the background looked almost like even lighter than the thread looks because some of the white.
'Cause this
you
looks
know?
heavy right now, but it
It
doesn't when
does.
it's done.
And gosh, I can't remember what was it. Pam that did it, and it was so cool.
I don't know.
Oh my
Can't
gosh.
remember. But we have the thread list. I'm happy to pull together threads for that for you. Okay, that is Susan's. For Rebecca. Rebecca is local to us and a dear friend of mine. And there is her Scott Church penguin, so darling. And there's this cute little bauble on the back, which I have a feeling means something to Rebecca that I'm not familiar with, but that is for her son for Christmas this year. So there we go, so cute. Scott Church is always fun. CBK will be at market, so we will be shopping some of the Scott Church things. I have to admit, I took a picture of Stephanie's piece this morning. Flattery, copying is the most sincere form of flattery, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This canvas I have in my stash because now I have to stitch for future daughter-in-law and future son-in-law. I shouldn't say have to, I've chosen to. And I took this canvas home and I have more on order. So if you're interested in a Lions helmet, because who wouldn't be, go Lions. But it comes with an all beige background, and Stephanie, I think, was it Colleen or Lisa that first stitched it this way? One of the two.
Lisa.
Lisa with maybe some assistance from Colleen or
Yeah,
idea from
probably-
Colleen.
Knowing those two, they probably pow out on it.
Yes, and so I took a picture of this to putting the football field in the background is absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, at 8:30 this morning, I was taking a picture and pulling the green and the white off the wall so I can copy.
Stunning.
It's
and
fantastic.
The whole helmet is sparkly, which just thrills me.
Well, that of course I had already taken care of. Don't worry, Liz. Don't worry.
You and I were debating about that. Like
No,
how
I
the
stashed stove for most of it at home, and pulled all sparkles. Terry and I stayed up late when she was at my house. I also stashed stove at home for most of this Lions beanie. I am almost done stitching this. This is going to be for my son for Christmas. And I'm probably going to put together a little stitch guide for it because I'm sorry, it's very simple, but it's turning out fantastically. And then Terry and I were trading messages, my good friend Terry in Chicago. We're trading messages while I was in Florida, and she's working on these cute little Rory the lion, yeah. She is stitching him, and he is looking absolutely darling. So, Lions fans, unite. And I know one thing we're going to be doing at Market, Liz. We're going to be buying a bunch of these little tote bags.
I always binge the tote bags.
I know, and we have
love
lots of
them.
fun. We dig through the thing together, and it's fun. So these are here for Susan. Susan is local to us. Here's this little anchor tote bag, and it looks like she provided some of her own fabrics, and how perfect is that? So these tote bags, I'll show you a different one. Let me put this one down. We'll grab another one. Look how cute this little flamingo tote bag. So maybe you need this little flamingo tote bag to go with your fanny flamingo. This will be your flamingo break, the easy flamingo. they come on a canvas that looks just like this. And you're kind of like, oh, well, that's kind of dumb. What is that thing? That thing turns into this because my finishers do it three-dimensionally. They add kind of a hard base and a hard-ish back, and lining fabric and ribbons, and so cute. So Frappuccino. I always want to say it's a Moscow Mule, so that's why I had to check. This is a Frappuccino, but I think with the right threads, you could turn it into a Moscow Mule. Just saying. Maybe not with a straw, though. But yeah, those Moscow Mules, they come in those silver
Copper mugs, yeah.
metallic mugs, sorry. And here is the pink elephant. If you have any ties to Gasparilla Island, there is a fabulous place there called the Pink Elephant.
Did you say that's for Sue?
So cute. These are all for Susan.
Sue W?
Yeah.
Her daughter owns Pink Elephant Cupcakes.
Oh, okay. So
that's-
two very different things. The Pink Elephant on Gasparilla Island is a bar. Pink Elephant Cupcakes is obviously a wholesale cupcake brand. Wholesale and
They
retail?
wholesale and they retail, but it's a
Yeah.
young female-owned, amazing cupcake place.
Very, very fun. Okay, so if I've done all the finishing, I've done all the things. I know, it's insane. We did it. And I think I have done everything on my list. So how about that?
Amazing.
So we will be back. Actually, no, you won't see me again for a while. You will see Liz and Kelly on Tuesday. We will most likely do a small unboxing video next Thursday, but I will already be in Frisco, Texas. Liz and Kelly and Emily and Megan will be getting ready to rock and roll. So we'll be back for a short unboxing next Thursday. And then the following week, oh my God, you will be so tired of seeing me by the end of the week because it will be market. So we love this time of year. It is so exciting to go to market. We love to go and see all of our friends. We work really hard, but we also go out to some really fun dinners while we're there. We buy lots of great products. We dream up new clubs. Oh, wait, speaking of clubs, I forgot something. Look what I forgot, you guys. Whoops.
Did you do this one?
I did that.
Okay.
I didn't do this whole thing though.
Because we kept moving
Okay.
it out of your way and we
I
officially moved it out
know.
of your mind too.
So sorry, and it's huge. So this is the Strawberry Club that we did quite a while ago. Kelly's going to be gone for 6 weeks. But this was the first time she was gone for 6 weeks. She's going to be the bionic woman by the time it's all said and done. These darling strawberries were an exclusive to us through Abigail Cecile and PLD Designs. And most of them I have gotten restocked. So I know Linda was waiting for a few pieces.
We got her last one in.
We got her
so-
last one. Good. Emily and I are talking on the same page. So this is the striped strawberry. They do have a gray circle around them, so you could easily make them a circular ornament. This is the checked strawberry. But Kelly, when she stitched them for the club, did them shaped. This is the gingham strawberry. This is the pink polka dot strawberry. And this is the orange and pink check strawberry. There is 7 total, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I have 6 of the 7 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 of the 7. So if you were wishing that you had participated in this club, I now have 5 in the building. Every time I try to get 7 and then something's out of stock. The stitch guide, the only downside to this is we have a fantastic stitch guide that Kelly has written. The only downside is it is one giant document. Sorry. Julie is going wedding dress shopping with her almost daughter-in-law today. How fun, Julie. We're going to compare notes next week. So we have most of them in here. Her stitch guide covers all of them because all the toppers are the same. And so she built it all into one stitch guide. So if you only want one canvas, her stitch guide, I believe, is $115, which is a bargain for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitch guides. It's not a bargain for one. So some people won't care. They might just want to get one now, get the full stitch guide and add on to it later. Absolutely. So just be aware of that. Okay, I think I've done it. Give us a little bit. We sit down and we audit all the orders. Give us about an hour and a half before you start calling. If you do call and want to keep your card on file, we will be very, very thankful. That really does help us make our processing much more efficient. I've talked about this before, we don't put your cards on file. The online bandits can't find them. We keep them like literally on an old-fashioned Rolodex that spins, and if you're of a certain age, you might not even know what I'm talking about. But they're all on paper. I trust my staff implicitly, and it's just not going to be a problem. I see Christine says we do have fun, so I will see Christine next Thursday, and looking forward to that. And I hope everyone has a great week and find some time to stitch. Take care. Bye-bye.